Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Here we are. Uncivilized. It's happening. Uncivilized Intellects podcast. We're back. It's happening. I'm excited. My name is Aflamu Johnson. I'm with Brian Adams, and I'm with Zachary. The three of us are the Uncivilized Intellects. We are here to talk about everything, and there's a lot of shit going on.
There always is. There always is, man.
First off, I want to, I don't know too much about this lady. I know that my two friends do. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, she passed away. And it's like a big deal, like a very big deal. Why is that, gentlemen? Because people are kind of freaking out about this a little bit. She was the last.
One very few Democrats left on the Supreme Court.
That's what it is.
That's basically what it is. And she said that her dying wish was to not be replaced until after the election. But I think Trump's trying to replace him now.
Well, the Republicans are definitely going to pull some big shit like that. But her big thing, I mean, she was a huge champion for women's rights, big on abortion rights. She did a lot of really good shit for women, especially, and it was just, she came from a time where she was in politics where there were no women in politics, let alone in a position that, she's held. And yeah, it's not looking good because it looks like the Republicans are to pull some shit and get another justice on the Supreme Court on their side, which is,
bad.
and you know they're there for life, so.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yep. Those are lifelong. Yeah, well, that's why it opened, because she's dead.
Once they're there, it's done.
Which is ridiculous,
shit.
but we don't even have time to get into how fucking crooked that shit is.
Yeah, that's extremely crooked. I don't agree with that either.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I saw my dog, Sleepy Joe Biden. He had a rally. My dog, Sleepy Joe Biden. I love when Trump calls him Sleepy Joe Biden. That orange motherfucker. But Sleepy Joe had a rally, and it was a drive-in. You see that?
Yeah.
Cars parked.
Yeah.
He just talked. And I was like, man, Sleepy Joe Biden. He's pulling a card that I like about just being a regular guy. So,
yeah.
And, kind of putting up that Trump is coming from, well, he did come from a rich family and all that. I think Sleepy Joe, who's leading, I think Sleepy Joe is probably going to pull it through as long as he doesn't say anything fucking crazy at the fucking, when did they debate? The 29th? The election's in 45 days.
They started early voting this last week, and they showed the lines of people
in Virginia.
Yeah, in Virginia. You saw that?
Yeah. You were telling me about it.
Oh, yeah. So all the Trump supporters are ready. They said, let's get this over with. We need to get him reelected real quick. We are over.
Yeah.
If he's not reelected.
Yeah. Can he not? What if he decides not to leave? This motherfucker's talking about Trump. He said, I'm not going to leave the White House. I'm not going anywhere.
That's exactly
what happened. I think he might try that shit, but it's one of those weird things where you're getting into military, because the military will just go in and remove him. He's not in command anymore. He's no longer the commander in chief,
Yeah.
So that's now Joe Biden. That shit passes no matter how much of a temper tantrum he wants to throw. So, but he does have a shit ton of followers who would try and start a civil war. So there's no good outcome here. He either wins and we get the fucking end of the world, or he loses and we end up with a fucking civil war on our hands.
Yeah.
This administration is extremely abnormal. So
abnormal. Get the fuck out of here. You mean crooked as fuck? Abnormal.
But what I mean is things that we would normally say are not allowed for a president to do. It's happening.
Yeah.
Well, that and just the way this year's been going in general. We were joking about this fucking, COVID in March when we were doing podcasts. We're like, wouldn't that be funny if it's like fucking August and we're still talking about it? And it's fucking September and I'm still stuck inside because dumbass motherfuckers won't even put a mask on. So the way this year has been going, I'm like, those are the two outcomes. There's nothing fucking. If he wins, get the fuck out of here, dude. I don't know what's gonna happen. I can't even imagine. I can't do 4 more years of this shit.
I can't do 4 more years of this.
Yeah, I'm
The
telling
CDC.
you,
Go ahead.
we don't want to do 4 more years of this. And then he said that if he was to get reelected after that term, he's going to go for another 4 years because he said.
Yeah, they were chanting 12 more. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, the CDC director said, he said, even when the vaccine comes out, you still would be safer with just one of these. And he held up the face mask. He said the face mask, it just shields so much. Basically, it's like, Trump, tell these people to fucking wear a mask. Stop having rallies where people aren't wearing masks. It's the craziest thing. And now all the colleges, you know, are fucking infected as fuck. So they have quarantine dorms in the colleges. So if you get infected, it's, you know, that's where you go. There's a video out right now where the cops stop at a house party and he's like, let me see your ID. You see this bit, Brian? The cop runs his ID and he's like, wait a minute, you've got fucking COVID. Because now your ID, your name and your social will bring up your COVID, Zach. You can't hide. So if bars come back, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be asking for your ID and there'll probably be either a scanner or some sort of, or there'll be a vaccine card to show me that you've been vaccinated and then you can come into the bar. This is like next level crazy shit. I don't know. I'm probably going to move to Canada or some shit. I don't know what the fuck. Do they allow niggas in Canada? Drake, I'm going to stay in Drake's house. I'm going to stay in Drake's fucking pool house and just hang out. You know, because I know he's just hanging out right now because his Toronto Raptors, his beloved Toronto Raptors got bounced out. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Sports is in full effect right now. I am drinking so many Bud Light seltzers like a little sweet boy. You have no idea. That's right, Brian. I'm not drinking beer anymore. I'm into delicious Bud Light seltzers, Kona seltzers, everything seltzer. Truly. I'm a White Claw nigger. Row. I'm a little White Claw nigger. Row. So when I'm over at your house, Brian, I don't want any malt liquor. I don't want any brewskis. I'm going to bring White Claws in your house. Row. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I watched the Lakers versus the Denver Nuggets. And first off, let me take a sip of my coffee with 2 spoonfuls of sugar because niggas love sweets.
And I'm going to tell you right now, them Clippers are about as strong as a White Claw.
If you thought we weren't going to roast those sweet-ass niggas, you were wrong. The only reason we're really here on a Saturday is to roast those motherfuckers. I wanted to do the podcast earlier, but I said, wait a minute, we got other life to live. Let's get to those motherfuckers. Brian, how can you be, since day one, the favorites and get your ass handed to you? You're up 3-1. You proceed to lose the rest of the games. You were up 2 of the games, Zach, by like 19 points, 1 game by 15 points, and you lose to the Denver Nuggets. You lose to a guy in Nikola Jokic, the Joker, who looks like an outer-shape plumber. And the other kid, that light skin, really is that dark skin, Jamal Murray, who is from fucking Canada. The other niggas on the team, I can't even tell you their fucking names. Brian, did you expect them to lose like that?
No, I didn't. I mean, first of all, they have the most stacked roster in the NBA, hands down.
Thank you.
Starting 5, bench. I mean, I was worried for the Lakers, but I knew the Lakers would beat them in the end. But I thought they would play the Lakers.
Yes.
They did.
They are not.
So that 20-piece softy McNugget of a team, take that Happy Meal and get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out of it. Zach, you might have caught a couple of games here and there. When you have a coach in Doc Rivers that has lost 3 3-1 leads, do you fire him?
I mean, you're still getting there. I don't know. You know what I mean? These days, you're still getting there. I mean, with a fucking roster like that, there's no reason you shouldn't. But I don't know.
Okay, so whose fault was it? Was it the coach's fault for them losing the series, or was it the players' fault?
How are you going to put it on the coaches? Kawhi and PG combined for 0 points in the fourth quarter of that game. 0. What the fuck? How is that a coach's fault?
Maybe they were the wrong plays. They put them in the wrong spots on the floor.
Do you hear this shit?
I don't know.
Do you hear this shit?
I'm sorry.
Is Kawhi? It's safe to say that he's been in the discussion of one of the best of all time. 0 points. Is it safe to say that if you're in the best of all time, do you need a coach? Do you see the way LeBron coaches people on the court in real time and read shit in real time? You don't need a fucking coach. If you're supposed to be that good, you don't need a fucking coach. They blew it. They shit the bed.
Well, yeah, Kawhi's no
choke
LeBron.
artist. Choke artist.
Wow. You went to Uncivilized. I got 2 dear friends fighting each other. And I love
and where was your boy Pat Bev? Where was your boy? Wow. I average 5 points a game. Pat Bev. Wow. Big ass mouth.
He was
too busy talking.
Yeah, he was too busy eating lemon pepper wings with sweet Lou Williams.
Yeah, Lou instead of playing defense was pulling lemon pepper wings out of his pocket and eating.
Right.
That's why he couldn't hold on to the ball. His hands were too saucy and sugar with them lemon peppers. Yeah. I've never seen anything like it. I wanted the Clippers to win, to troll Brian and to troll cousin Chris Turner, and to troll Kiyoshi. I have no dog in the fight. I'm not even from LA. I like the Lakers. I like the Clippers. It's whatever. But yeah, I wanted them to win solely to fuck with Brian. And once it was over, I texted Brian and said, hey, man, I guess my fucking around with you is over. And I proceeded to make memes using the sweet life of Zach and Cody, those 2 little white kids. And I took my own personal time and made at least 10 memes and used the black character, the only nigga who is more just, when you look at a black person, like, man, that's just a black guy. That's what that actor looks like in the sweet life of Zach and Cody. Like LeVar Burton. White people look at LeVar Burton. You know what I'm saying? LeVar Burton, white people look at him and like, that's just a black guy. Even black people look at LeVar Burton and like, what a clean-cut black guy.
Very non-threatening.
Non-threatening, no tattoos. LeVar Burton's the type of brother that goes to a fried chicken restaurant and it says, do you guys have any grilled chicken? Like, that's LeVar Burton. I don't even want the chicken fat. And I honey roasted them with memes. Then Brian started sending a lot of memes. I mean, I've never seen a team get roasted so bad. LeBron's been roasted, but that's one person. I'm talking about the entire team. Zach, other sports writers, other commentators said it is the biggest choke job in sports. Brian, I can't think of anything bigger than this.
How do you blow that?
How do you blow? And you're like the number 1 guys? Get the fuck out of here. So I just want to say on the air, you're with the Uncivilized right now. I want to say that my trolling of Brian and talking about the Clippers is done. Next year, if I so much as send Brian a meme, Brian, I want you to drive over in your car to my house. I want you to park on Bentley Avenue. Get out of your car. You better be wearing nice Jordans. I'll be outside of my apartment, and I want you to bring like one of your mama's old flip-flops and slap me in the motherfucking face. I better not.
I'm gonna bring a slice of warm honey baked ham and slice.
You heard it live here. You heard it live here, folks. If I say one motherfucking thing about the Clippers next year, Brian beat my ass. You don't do no shit like that.
Oh, and I got another choke. You remember when when OKC played the Warriors and lost? Weren't they up 3-1?
They was up 3-1.
And that's when Kevin Durant went to play for the Warriors.
Yeah. Here's the problem with that one, Brian. That's an all-time team.
Yeah.
The Warriors all-time team. And Brian, we didn't think Kevin Durant and them were really going to win. We were expecting them to, because we were expecting to win, the Clippers. But you know who is going to win, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to switch it up. You know who's going to win? LeBron James and the LA Lakers. Zach, I watched that game last night. Boy. My wife told me to cut the fucking thing off. When it was up 20, she said, you might as well just cut this off. I said, you know what? You might as well. And Brian, I stopped watching it. Mm-hmm. Brian, I don't think I'm ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be at Brian's, Casa de Brian's tomorrow on Civilized Intellects. We'll be at Brian's tomorrow. We're going to talk about that later. But Brian, tomorrow, with football, we might take a gander at it. I don't need to see that kind of beating.
No.
When my dad used to whip my sister's ass, I might peek in the door and be like, I don't want to see that ass whipping. There's no need for me to watch the Lakers beat them. Well, Brian, what did you see? Talk to me.
Well, we got 2 screens over here, so we can run them both.
Because the nigga's rich. The nigga's rich.
No,
the nigga is rich. When you go to Brian's house, you take your shoes off and he lays $100 bills down so you can walk on. He didn't want you walking on his carpet. The nigga's rich. Brian, what did you see out of that Lakers game? What did you see out of LeBron? I saw like effortless. I mean, Dwight Howard. Here's a nigga that got caught DMing like a trend. Like Dwight's out of his goddamn mind. Here's a dude that Kobe yelled at, called him a bitch, and somehow LeBron. That's the thing with LeBron, man. He'll take those broken toys from Christmas, and he'll put them back together. Kobe was too, rest in peace now, too Jordan-esque of like, I'm going to cuss you out, and hopefully me cussing you out will get you into shape. And a lot of people don't react to that. Marcus Smart with the Boston Celtics went into the locker room after they lost. Oh, we got to talk about that too. And he cussed everybody out, Brian. And one of the commentators said, you know, not everybody conforms well with yelling, Zach. You know what I mean? You can't just yell. Zach, just to let some people know, Zach he's our boss, you know, where we work. And Zach is a very great boss. And Zach, you know, if you mess up, you do something, he'll talk to you. Because I've worked at bars where you just got yelled at. You know, hey, get on and just yell at you. Zach yelled at me once. That's because I was so motherfucking drunk that he was like, nigga, if you don't get your shit together, I'm going to run you over with my car. Get your shit together. That was
what I said. That's what I said, word for word, actually.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. He said, get your black ass shit together, you black as night motherfucker. It was a disaster. But not everybody. You get my point, ladies and gentlemen. You can't yell at everybody, and that's what makes LeBron great. He knows that this guy's into trannies. LeBron probably sent like a tranny to his room. Like, here, fuck this man, dude. Chill out. You know, Rondo, you look like Earthworm Jim. Oh, you want to get twist now? Here you go. Kyle Kuzma, you're very light-skinned. I got to be very gentle with you because you guys, you're like little sugar cookies. He knows how to really deal with people.
Leave my boy Rondo alone. He was
Earthworm Jim? Yeah. Rondo looks like a civil rights leader. Like when he got those twists in his hair, I was like, Martin Luther King wouldn't do that, Rondo. And neither should you. You're like a throwback nigga. They don't even make niggas that look like Rondo anymore. But I digress. The Lakers in 4, they will sweep the Denver Nuggets. The Miami Heat are going to sweep Boston.
That may happen. The Lakers are sweeping them.
Yeah, Zach.
I think Miami will. I don't think the Nuggets are going to get swept. I think they'll win. Nah, man. They're going to win 1 or 2.
For sure.
1 or 2?
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, guys, you heard it here first. I got them getting swept. What I saw last night, Brian was absolutely right. Jokic can't even fucking move when you have Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee.
Well, yeah, where do you go? Everywhere you turn around, there's a fucking 7-foot monster standing right in your face. I mean, it's impossible.
And then you got LeBron that's 6'9", too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And he's strong as shit. There's nobody to guard him.
No.
Well, you've got Anthony Davis, who moves like a guy that is fucking 6'9" and insane. If he plays like he did last night, get the fuck out of here.
You know who else is stepping up is KCP.
Yeah.
Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Like, I during the year, I was like, they might need to trade this nigga. And now I'm like, shit, somebody needs to give this nigga like 6th man of the fucking year. He's looking great. Lakers versus Miami. I'm obviously taking Lakers. If LeBron was to lose this, does that change anything for you two? I'll never put him over Mike. If he wins it, he'll be neck and neck with Mike. And, you know, to me, he's better. It's weird. I got him above Kobe. I'd have Kobe 3rd because he's a better all-around player than Kobe, but Kobe's a better offensive player. LeBron has no post moves. Like when you see him going in the basket, like he twisted his ankle last night. I was like, shit, he might be out. Then he tied his shoes tighter and got up and dunked on somebody. That's crazy. Well, yeah, that's crazy. Another player would have been like, hey, can you get me the fuck out the game? LeBron tied his shoes tighter and said, yeah, I'm going to go dunk after this.
He's physically fit. That's why he can do
it. He spends $1 million in his workout, Zach. But you know, Kobe had those like post moves, boom, boom, boom. But what Kobe couldn't do, those passes, and just Jordan couldn't even really I mean, he's the best all-around player.
I think when it comes to like a basketball like IQ, you know what I mean? Like what I was talking about earlier, like reading shit in real time on the court and seeing him see like defensive plays and shit happening in real time. And like you said, moving the ball or driving or whatever the fuck it is he does. I don't think anybody's ever done that as well and as fast as he does. I mean,
yeah, and also I believe if he ends up top 5 in scoring all time, top 5 in rebounds all time, and top 5 in assists, we have to talk about it.
Yeah. He's definitely,
and he's almost
already
there.
Yeah,
he's almost there.
And he's going to. He's going to get there for sure.
Well, they said after this series he'll be number 6 all time in assists.
Yeah,
if he keeps doing what he's doing. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean he definitely. I would probably do 1 and 1A, him and Jordan if he wins. I just have to give the guy the respect. I mean the Jordan thing. For me, LeBron does more for us as a people. He actually speaks up.
Yeah.
Jordan really didn't do that. And some younger, Brian probably is definitely old enough to know, like in the 90s, he really couldn't have done anything. If Jordan would have spoke up and done some stuff, it's a different time now.
Yeah.
It's just more, we're just, I don't know, it's just freer for him to kind of do that kind of shit. Jordan was, I mean, you gotta also remember, Jordan was raised by people from the civil rights movement. Jordan, you know, like Jordan's parents, and these are older black people. Like, his dad was probably like, hey, man, you want to chill the fuck out. LeBron was raised, you know, now, and he's like, hey, I'm going to say some shit. It's just a freer time now, and he's just doing a lot, and it's helping.
LeBron mama was dating, what's his name?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, LeBron's mama's fucking his teammates and shit. Yeah, like it's a goddamn. LeBron mama was fucking Delonte West, Zach, who's now homeless.
Yeah,
and like he was homeless and dancing for crack and shit. You know, I'm like, God damn, this nigga was in the NBA. How do you blow that kind of money, Zach? Brian, how do you blow? Zach, like I don't know how to do no shit like that. Yeah, you have $8 million, and then you're homeless. The first thing you need to do when you get into the NBA is get a financial person to be like, hey, we're not going to get 10 cars, kid. And more importantly, we can't pay 18 rents. Remember Lamar Odom when Chloe got with him? Chloe was like, you're paying 18 people's rent? He was like, yeah. She's like, that has to stop. You need to like figure something out with that. And he was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
but you know,
NBA players are getting too much money. You gotta understand, they get paid like regular people, like bi-weekly. So if you got like a damn $250,000 check, it's like,
you're like, oh, I'm rich forever.
I know where 50,000 of this is gonna go right now. I already had an idea. You get it in 2 weeks. I mean,
you know what's crazy about the three of us because we're older. If we started getting NBA money, we'd be like, oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna get a place to live. I'll probably get like, you know, Brian will get like his car, Zach car, boom, boom, and be like, okay, cool, I'm chilling. Yeah. But I'm not buying crazy shit.
Nah.
I'm already past that age to do that. Yeah, I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm like, cool.
Where the fuck are we gonna fucking go to impress people? Where the fuck? Like, I'm too old to go to fucking clubs and shit. Where the fuck am I gonna go? Are we gonna walk around the fucking mall and just go past some people?
We're all wearing different Jordans. We got Jordans wrapped around our neck like chains. Me and Brian have gold chains with Uncivilized logo in diamonds.
Oh, yeah, the TV screen?
Yeah, the TV screen.
Yeah, I got one of those.
Yeah, and the kids would be like, look at these old young niggas walking around flexing. You know, like it just
we look like newborn babies. So
yeah, we do. We do look young. Yeah, all of us look young. But the kids can tell. The kids will be like, what are these idiots doing? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a point you just get too old to flex, and you just don't even care. You know what I mean? Like, I have a glass of water by me. Like, welcome to fucking being a grown-ass man. And speaking of grown-ass man, there's a movie on Netflix.
Ugh. I feel gross talking about this.
I know. That as a grown man, you're just like, I don't even want to watch this movie called Cuties. And I watched it, and I know what they're trying to do. It's like, you know, the over-sexual. You don't. I don't. Yeah. You know, my wife watched it. She was like, oh, I know what they're trying to do of like showing how girls watch these Cardi B's and these different videos. And it's like, the over sexualizing of the, trying to be sexy. And I was like, yeah, but at 11, I don't need to see an 11-year-old girl twerking. That's basically what's happening.
No,
In booty shorts.
And again, we were talking about this with Brian right before we started this episode. And I was telling him, and I'm going to tell anybody listening right now, if you have not seen it, what you're imagining right now when we talk about this and about how the movie actually has 11-year-old girls dancing, it is so much worse than what you're imagining in your head.
So bad.
The camera work, the angles, where the camera is zooming, I don't even want to fucking talk about it because we're talking about 11-year-old girls.
Yeah.
It is a pedophile's fantasy.
Yeah.
Literally like a pedophile's wet dream. It's disgusting. There's nothing artistic about it. I agree with the whole message. That message exists. The hypersexualization of girls at very young ages. That is a problem. This movie does not one single fucking thing to address that. Does nothing to change that. If anything, it's a perfect example of that in the most grotesque case I've ever fucking seen. It's disgusting. It's, oh man. And again, whatever you're imagining right now in your head, it is so much worse than that. It's so much worse than that. There's no reason this should be, it shouldn't exist. How were there adults when they were filming this, when those girls were dancing and like cameramen and shit, and nobody was like,
what about the parents?
Yeah, exactly.
The parents in the background like, oh, that's a good,
I'm saying like,
yeah.
So many adults and so many people involved where it was like, how was nobody like
money?
Yeah. Now I'll hear from people like, in France, they look at sex differently. I was like, well, you're not in France. In America, number one, number two, I don't give a fuck what they're doing in France. In France, are they having like 11-year-old girls in booty shorts walking around? Because that's just unacceptable. In the music video WAP B, when Cardi and Megan are laying on the ground and they pop up and the asses pop up, the 11-year-old girls are doing that. Like on the ground, like several times.
Like sucking on their fingers and
what?
Like it's
I'm
serious. Oh, dude, again, see, you're not imagining how bad it is. I'm telling you, it's worse than what you think by a lot.
There's a scene.
And this is not like 1 minute. These are like 4 or 5 minute dance scenes, and there are several of them.
Wow.
It's awful.
Like the one girl that she's teaching them how to pop their ass up, and then she's grabbing the girl's like ass, the jeans, and then pulling it up.
Wow.
And it's like, what is, and then they're slapping each other on the ass in one dance thing. I'm like, this is really fucked up, And
I mean, look, I'm even going to throw this out there. This is how gross it is. Moo at least has a wife, and they watched it together. I sound like a creep. I didn't watch it. There's a YouTuber named Pay Money Wubby, and I watched his video about it, and he showed several scenes and just clips of that and did enough of a job, like, painting the picture where, like, I've seen enough. I've seen more than enough. It's
I like how you
awful.
had the.
Oh, dude!
I like how you had to explain yourself.
I
saw a post on Reddit. Where they were talking about this movie and how fucked up it is, and some guy threw it out there, and I was like, I bet you can get real interesting information if you pull data off Netflix on who was watching that movie repeatedly in like 5 to 10 minute bursts.
Yeah.
I bet you could get some weird, creepy fucking information out of motherfuckers watching it. Because I'm telling you, it's a pedophile's fantasy. It's so gross.
That's such a weird person. It's just a mental, I don't even understand it. To look at a kid and be like, oh, that's kind of sexy. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah. I mean, if even talking to a 25-year-old girl is like talking to like damn near like when you're in your 40s. It's like, what is this person talking about? There has to be like, I just don't understand how these guys do it. I completely agree with Zach. They're pedophile. I'm from Alabama, so there's a lot of sick pedophile motherfuckers out there that watch this movie and probably were like, thank God this movie's out. And I'm like, you need to burn the whole fucking movie. It's a fucking disaster. You know what else is a fucking disaster? What's up?
They need to remove the film.
Yeah, well, people are actually protesting, like they're canceling Netflix subscriptions and like
cancel Netflix. Yeah, hashtag cancel Netflix is actually gaining some momentum.
Yeah,
because this is like how this shit got approved, man. How this shit got made. Every step along the way, it's like how the fuck it made it all the way onto Netflix is mind blowing.
So I'm taking it that this is a Netflix original.
No.
No,
I don't
no,
know.
it's from
okay.
France.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
French movie. Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is their whole defense, like Moose said, which it's a cultural thing, and it's like, cool. Well, then your culture is fucked
it's
up,
fucked
and
up.
you need to reevaluate your culture. I don't give a shit what country you're from.
Yeah.
That's no, man. I'm telling you again. Just whatever you're imagining, it's worse than that, and it's so inappropriate.
Yeah, it's a mess. I watched something else that came out yesterday, Antebellum. Jordan Peele, Janelle Monáe, the singer, actually, she went to an acting school. She's an actor first, and she must have been doing musical theater. They were like, oh, you could actually sing, and she's very pretty and has cheeks, and she has top towns, which I call titties, and she has downtowns, which is what I call ass. So she has top towns and downtowns, pretty face. She's really doing some good stuff. She also is in The Girls, which I like. Yes. She's dated that girl that was in Thor Ragnarok, the light-skinned black chick. She's Tessa Thompson.
Yes.
Tessa Thompson. She's a big actress also. So, get cuties out of your mind. Put Janelle Monáe and Tessa Thompson in a shower and put that into your mind. That is good, clean fun. That's that dark and that light, rubbing each other with all types of oils and lotions, and it's very, very delicious. The movie is intense. That's all I'm going to say. It's not what you think. You're like, oh, this is going to be like a time traveling movie. And then next thing you know, oh, I'm in 12 Years a Fucking Slave. Oh. It's like 12 Years a Fucking Slave. If you guys haven't seen 12 Years a Slave, 12 Years a Slave, the opening scene, they're in a sugarcane fucking field in like the 1600s or whatever. And they're like, all right, niggas going to come up here and chop this cane and the niggas. And I'm like, God damn, this is some rough shit.
Yeah, 12 Years a Slave was vicious. At the beginning, when they broke their paddle on dude's back, I was like, God, gee.
Damn, yeah. That's why I always, when someone posts on Facebook, they'll be like, man, NFL and the NBA, that's like modern day slavery. I'm like, you might want to relook at 12 Years a Slave and see what some real slavery is. These guys are actually getting paid. And I'm the size of an NFL or NBA guy. And there's other work out there. You choose to play NBA. You choose to be in the NFL. You know, I had a college professor, keyword, college professor that was 6'8". He said, yeah, I played college ball, but I also wanted to get my scholarship. And I also wanted to study and become a professor. And I said, yeah, there's other avenues out there.
Yeah.
You know, it's not slavery. You can choose other shit. Antebellum has 12 Years of Slave shit. You should check it out. Brian, it's cool. The twist that they do is cool. That's all I'm going to say about it. You know, but we're not going to watch that tomorrow when we go to Casa B's, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, the Uncivilized Intellects are getting together tomorrow for a little football and fun, a little NBA and wings at Casa de Brian's. Brian.
Yep.
Oh, God. Are the Cowboys going to win tomorrow? I think that's a no.
I mean, honestly, I don't know.
Oh, my God.
I've been on the Lakers, so, I watch the Cowboys.
There you go.
They always fuck up. So.
They always fuck up. Yeah. Zach, who was your team? You had Cincinnati, that Cleveland.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Bengals. That was a good game.
That was a great game.
That was a good game.
That was a good game.
I mean, I think, Bengals look good. Burrow's he looks great, honestly.
Yeah, it's nice. Good.
And I would say this as a Bengals, I don't really know if I'm a Bengals fan.
Yes,
a begrudging Bengals. I hate it.
Yes,
after fucking however many years of Andy Dalton, it was nice seeing Burrow actually get out of the fucking pocket and run and move around and dodge tackles, because that was one thing that Andy Dalton was not so hot at. So progress. I mean, we're 0-2, which, that's the life.
Hey, man. That's the Bengals.
That's the Bengals.
That's the Bengals, dog.
They blew that fucking field goal the first week. Did you see that? Tied. Could have taken it to overtime. And
I definitely saw that
kick. That was a chip-in.
Yeah. I can't wait for tomorrow at Casa de Brian's. Me and Zach are going to take an Uber over there. I'm going to be so into my White Claws at Brian's. It's going to be great. But something else is going to happen at Casa de Brian's. A little wing competition. We're going to order. That's right. I said we're going to order Buffalo Wild Wings, which is offering free delivery. I sent Brian the coupon or the special that they have, which is for like $29 or $30. You get, I think you're getting 20 wings and fries. I said, oh, that's a great deal. Let's
Times
sauce
two.
those up. Huh?
Times 2.
Times 2.
What is
And, no, we got to do Buffalo Wild. And then, Zach, we also got to order Wingstop.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So at the same, so one thing we're going to do is we're going to see Zach will order the Wingstop. I'll order the Buffalo Wild, and we'll order it at the same time. So let's see who delivers first.
Okay.
That's what we're going to do, who delivering the best. And I think they're equidistant from Brian's house. They're damn near in the same complex.
Yeah, they have to
Wild Wings is right there, and then fucking Wings right there. This is a competition, ladies and gentlemen, the ultimate wing competition. Number 1, who delivers first? Number 2, who has the best fucking sauces? I think Buffalo Wild beats them in the sauce. Buffalo Wild Wings got like 30 goddamn sauces. Nigga, we're going to be fighting over which sauces to get.
Yeah. True.
Because they have a Nashville hot that's new. Now they have an orange chicken. You better get out of my fucking face with that orange chicken.
Have an orange chicken? What?
Oh, nigga, we got to do boneless of the orange chicken.
Oh.
And then we got to do some bone in. Oh, are we doing bone in or boneless, ladies and gentlemen? Which one do you think we should be? Bone in?
I'm bone in.
Bone in. Let's try the orange chicken boneless just to try it.
That's fine.
And then Wingstop. You know we got a nigga up the joint with that lemon pepper. I don't even want to hear about it. Got to do some lemon pepper, and we got to do some mango habanero.
Ooh,
we might have to fuck around and do some original hot also.
I was gonna say I like their hot.
So ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna do. I guess the test is, it's almost like with Thai restaurants. You always get to pad Thai, and if their pad Thai isn't good, then probably the rest of the stuff isn't gonna be good. It's like a pepperoni pizza, Zach. Yeah, if you order a pepperoni pizza from a place, like if you can't cook a regular pepperoni, then I'm not going to trust you to do everything. Yeah. So we'll do hot from each of them,
and that's the standard.
That's the standard. And then we'll treat ourselves to different flavors, and obviously the fries.
That's not even a contest.
That's not a contest.
Not even a fucking contest.
Wingstop.
Yeah. By a fucking long shot. It's not even a contest.
And also, I need Wingstop's ranch and blue cheese because they're destroying Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh, wow.
That ranch.
Oh, destroying.
That ranch, I get that large cup that's like that fucking big. It's like that deep. I'll use that whole thing. We're going to need like 8 sides of ranch. Yeah,
Wingstop blue cheese is amazing.
It's amazing. I love their blue cheese. And I'm just going to throw this the fuck out there. I'm going to need at least 2 or 3 of their cheese sauces for the fries.
Okay.
That cheese sauce.
The cheese sauce is
because Brian, you ordered one time. Brian called me out of the goddamn. Oh, he got those voodoo fries.
Yeah.
Brian, can you please tell the American public what the fuck are the voodoo fries? I'm getting hungry just talking about this shit.
Voodoo fries is a Cajun seasoning. It has cheese sauce and I believe ranch.
Stop it. Get the fuck out of here.
Which place has these?
Wingstop.
What?
Yeah. Bomb, dude.
Yeah. Stop playing with them, Brian.
It's just good, man.
I mean, do we?
Yeah, you have to.
Do we just order? Do we order one of those?
Yeah, we order one of those.
Fucking shit.
I'm about to go there right now. Too.
No. We gotta save it. You gotta save it. I know.
I'll
just
do
talking
2
about
days in a row. I don't give a.
Oh my god. Jesus, I'm like rolling up my sleeves like I'm about to go to fucking work over here. I mean, tomorrow at Casa de Brian's, we might have to go live. We might have to go Facebook Live on this one and just do the wing fucking challenge and just talk about who has the best. Are you flats or are you drummies?
Don't matter.
I don't have. They're both delicious. I like flats though. If I have to choose, I'm going flats.
Well done, too. Well done.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing well done. If I have to choose, I do drummies, and definitely well done. We'll do well done at Wingstop. I got to see if Buffalo Wild Wings even offer. They have to offer that.
Of course they do.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's the deal. At Casa de Brian's tomorrow. NFL, NBA, Buffalo Wild Wings versus Wingstop. Who delivers first? Who has the best hot original wing? We might go Facebook Live. I'm going to be drinking White Claw. Hurrah. I got a row. White Claw. Jesus. This has been a great, fun episode of Uncivilized Intellects.
Yep.
We're going to piece you guys out. Shit, we might be seeing you tomorrow Facebook Live. You never fucking know. You never know. But my name is Moo.
Brian.
Zach.
And we're out of here. Have fun, guys. Tomorrow, football, Casa de Brian's. Brian, have the toilet tissue ready, buddy. Because I'm gonna be shitting in your house.
I know how you like it, double quilted. You like
Double quilted.
Double quilted.
Those luxury Mercedes seats with those diamond stitches. You like those in your toilet paper.
All right, guys. I'm out of here. Peace, everybody.
All right.
Peace.
Yo.